I'm going to record this session. And I wanted to start, especially because it is Valentine's Day. We're talking about the heart. I'm going to start with a self-compassion meditation opportunity, just to kind of turn our attention inward, send some positive vibes to ourselves. I think it helps if we start with sending positive intentions to those we care about. So if you will, just bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes if you're comfortable closing them. And just start to feel your breath flow in and out. See if you can really feel your heart actually beating. Feel the beat of the heart beneath your hands, that life force flowing through you. And from the center of your heart, see if you can send some positive energy out to someone that you care about. It can be a person, it may be a pet. You can send some positive energy to Wendy here. Just breathe here, sending that positive love, energy, whatever you want to call it, outward. And then for a moment, switch gears and see if you can send some of that inward. Giving yourself a little compassion today, self-love, grace, kindness. In our heart focus flow today, we're going to continue to try to send that positive energy out and also inward as we move through some chest expanding opportunities. Go ahead and release your hands down next to your sides. Inhale, raise your arms up over the top of your head. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands behind the back. We're just going to start with a very gentle back bend. You're going to push your hands into the back, lift your heart toward the ceiling. Inhale, rise to center. Let's bring our right hand across the midline of the body here. Take a nice side bend. And then come back to center. Switch sides, bring your opposite hand to the hip, reach across the midline of the body. Nice side stretch. And then come back to center. And then from here, we'll interlace the hands behind the back. And if you are struggling to interlace your hands behind the back, grab a towel, a yoga strap, anything that you can hold on to, a necktie. And then we're just gonna fold forward, releasing the chest onto the thighs here. Letting your arms fall forward in this chest expansion. You think about chest opening exercises in the physical body, helping to correct some muscular imbalances from sitting, opening up the shoulders. Go ahead and bring your hands to the tops of the thighs. Extend your spine, look forward, back extension. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, rise to stand. Go ahead and bring the hands behind the back again. Let's take a couple breaths here. Turn your gaze up toward the ceiling. Engage your glutes to protect your low back. And then come back to standing. Slide your hand down the side. Just a couple breaths at each posture. All the way across to the other side. Interlacing the hands behind the back. Fold forward. Bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Extend your spine. Look forward. Exhale, release and fold. Reverse your swan dive, rise to stand. One last time. Exhale, bring your hands behind the back. Standing back bend. You can come a little deeper. Inhale, come back to standing. Side bend. Back to center. All the way across to the other side. Back to center. Interlace the hands behind the back. Fold forward. Chest to thighs. Releasing those arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. Extend your spine. Exhale, release and fold. Good. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, go ahead and bring your hands out halfway. We're going to do tree hugs. You can call this tree hugs or standing cat-cow position. Basically, we're just going to round. You can call it a bear hug. You want to hug a bear as well? Then love to a bear. Round your upper back. Tight through the chest. And then inhale, open it all the way back up. So kind of like our cat-cow position, but we're moving our arms through this range of motion, really very expansive through the chest. Exhale around. Inhale, open. Good, let's just take a couple more of those. Warming up the spine. Opening up the chest. Good, go ahead and release, shake it out. Let's come to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach arms up high. Exhale, swan dive down, folding forward. Make your way to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your feet. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Drop your right knee to the floor. Inhale, rising up into low lunge. We're going to start to flow a little bit here. We'll take this first round pretty slow. Taking our time, easing into it. Exhale, go ahead and bring your hands down halfway. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, release your hands down next to your foot. Let's bring our knees together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down to the mat. All the way down to the belly. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. Cobra pose. Exhale, release down, tuck your toes. Press up and back, making your way into downward facing dog. So we stepped our right foot back. Now we're going to step the right foot forward. Hang out here in your downward dog just for a little bit though, because this is our first downward dog. Let's spend some time here. Just opening up the hamstrings, backs of the legs. If you've been sitting like me, this probably feels pretty darn good. All right, we're going to swing the right foot through or step the right foot through. You can always have the option of lifting your leg to get that momentum and then step it through. Now drop your left knee to the mat, rising up into our low lunge on the other side. Hang out here just for a little bit. When I say hang out, I don't mean just relax, but we're still strong, but stabilizing, tucking that tailbone under, making sure that we are engaging through the core, stretching that hip flexor on the left side this time. Take another breath. Exhale, bring your hands down halfway. Inhale, let's take that big open. Exhale, around. Inhale up. Now we're going to release our hands to the floor. Step your left foot next to your right foot, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, rise to stand. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. So we're taking this kind of sun salutation sequence. We're just adding a little bit of flavor to it with some heart opening. Kick your left foot to the back of the mat this time. Drop your back knee to the floor, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, round it up. Inhale up. Exhale, release your hands, bring your knees together. Take a breath. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Go ahead and lift your left leg here. Step it through. Drop your back knee to the mat. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, close it off. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your hands down next to your front foot. Stepping your feet to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, rise to stand. Exhale, release your hands down, mountain pose. We're gonna go through that again, but this time we're just gonna take a high lunge instead of a low lunge. Continuing on with that progression. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive, down, fold forward. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your feet. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale, open up through the heart. Exhale, round it off. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, lower down half or all the way. Inhale is gonna lift you up, and your exhale will press you back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Go ahead and exhale, swing it through. We rise up, high lunge on the other side. Exhale, come down halfway. Hopefully you're starting to feel warm. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round you off. Inhale, lift your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale, release. Hands next to your foot. Step the back foot forward, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, release, we fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, rise to stand. And then exhale, releasing the hands down next to your sides. We'll do that one last time, starting leading from the left. Inhale, raise your arms up high. Exhale, swan dive down, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, release. Left leg's gonna step back. From here, we rise to stand, lunge. Exhale, halfway down. You got this now. You know where we're going. Breathe with the movements. Moving into your downward facing dog. Plank, come through. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, lifting that left leg up. Swing it through. Rising into our high lunge. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale is going to open us up. Exhale, round. Inhale, raise those arms up high. Good. Exhale, release your hands down. Step forward all the way to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, let's rise to stand. Coming into mountain pose. All right, from here, we're gonna move into some more strong standing poses and continue to open the chest here. So we'll step our right foot back. I'm gonna move to the other side of my mat so I can see what's going on. Go ahead and step your right foot back into warrior one. So you're gonna plant your back foot. So your toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. And then we're gonna try to get our hips facing the front of the room, whatever that looks like for you. Boom, forward. And then we'll raise our arms up over the top of the head. Good. And then from here, let's interlace the hands behind the back, lift the heart toward the ceiling and fold over that front leg, moving into a humble warrior. And again, if that bind feels too difficult, you can always grab a strap, a towel, anything that will help you hold the hands closer together. We're gonna unbind, release, make our way into warrior two pose. We'll turn our back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Turn your left palm up, reach back, reverse your warrior. Maybe turning your gaze up toward that top hand. Left leg's at 90 degrees. We're moving toward 90 degrees. And then from here, we'll bring our left forearm to the thigh. Your right arm's gonna come up and over next to your ear. All right, then from here, we're gonna reach out with the other hand, making this a strong core strengthening pose. And then from here, we're gonna draw. I want you to imagine you have a big old beach ball. or it's like, say, a big old heart-shaped stuffed animal today because it's Valentine's Day. We're going to draw that thing all the way down to the opposite heel. Pull it down, bending the right leg into a deep squat. If this squat feels too deep, you can take it out into any formation that's going to work good for your knees and your ankles. All right, and then we're going to come out of that, shift all the way back forward. Good, release your hands down next to that front foot. Stepping your front foot next to your back foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and lift your right leg up and back. We're going to swing that right foot through. Plant your back heel. Now we're in warrior one on the other side. Set yourself up here from the feet. The feet are where our stability starts from. I'm going to turn toward the back of my mat just so you can still see what's going on. We're going to interlace our hands behind the back. Lift your heart toward the ceiling and then fold over that front leg. Dropping your head down toward the floor. Dropping your right shoulder inside the right thigh. Keep hugging your thigh toward your shoulder and your shoulder toward your thigh. Let's release the bind, rise to stand, making our way into warrior two pose. Gazing out over our front fingertips here. Turn your right palm up, slide your hand down, your back leg, reach up, reach over. Reverse your warrior. And then from here, we drop our forearm to the thigh, and your left arm up and over next to your ear. Reach out through your fingertips. Strong, pull that beach ball, heart-shaped stuffed animal all the way down to your heel, to your ankle. Take a couple breaths here, opening up the hips. And then from here, we're gonna make our way out of that pose with strength. Good. Rise up. Wait, we may make our way back to warrior two and then pinwheel those arms down. Go ahead and step your back foot next to your front foot. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, release and fold. Good. Inhale, rise to stand. We'll go through that sequence one more time, leading with the left leg. Hands come to the outer edges of your feet. Step your left foot back. Rise up. Warrior one. Moving through this a little bit more quickly on the second time because you know what's coming. Humble warrior. Release your bind. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Good. Extended side angle. Reach out and pull it down. Reach back. Let's come back to our warrior two. And then pinwheel the hands. Step back into your high plank. Lower down half or all the way. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, we press back, downward facing dog. This time the left leg's gonna lift. We're gonna pull that left foot through. Rising up, warrior one. Humble warrior. Take a breath. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Reach out and then draw it all the way down. Reach back. And warrior two. And then reach your hands down to the mat. Go ahead and square off your hips, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. All right, from here, we're gonna do a balancing pose. And you guessed it, it's gonna be a heart opener. We're gonna do a dancer pose today. So for this pose, there's lots of options. And if you've never done dance here before, don't be intimidated by it. Grab a chair or something you can hold on to. We're just gonna start with a simple quad stretch. You're just gonna reach back, catch your foot, and bring your hand to your hip, whatever you can reach, or hold on to something for a little support. Try to pull your knees together and engage your glutes here. I think this quad stretch just feels so good. When you think about it, I mean, everything is literally connected. We have tension in one area, it's going to impact the whole body. Go ahead and release that. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Bring your hand to your hip, you can bring your hand down your side. Hold on to something for stability. Catch your foot. And if you're having a hard time catching your foot, you can also grab that strap, wrap it around your foot, and use a strap for support. All right, so here, a couple more breaths. You may find you're a little more wobbly on one side than the other. I usually am. My left foot always seems more stable than the right foot. My grounded foot. My right foot's always my kicking leg. Go ahead and release that foot back to the floor. All right, so you can continue to do that, just working that quad stretch. Or if you want to make this more expansive, you're going to reach back, grab your foot, then we're going to bring our hand up next to the ear, and we're going to push our foot into the hand and start to lean in, making this a deeper back bending posture. Push your foot into the hand into the foot, creating open heart, back bending posture. Come back to center, see how it goes, release, let it go. Let's try the same thing on the other side. You can start with your arm up, hand to the hip, reach back, catch your foot. And maybe extend your arm, pushing a foot into the hand into the foot. And we start to find a fuller expression of that pose. Take another breath. And release. Let it go. All right. Let's come to the top of the mat. Inhale, raise arms up high. Exhale, swan dive down, fold forward. Go ahead and take your feet to the back of the mat and lower all the way down onto your belly. We're going to continue to play with chest expansion. Just one more pose here from the belly. Bring your left forearm in front of the mat. In line with the front of the mat, reach back, grab your right foot with your right hand.
Back and forth,
Another quad stretch opportunity.
Letting go of your attachment.
Take one more breath.
To yourself.
Notice these back bends feel invigorating and feels like a shot of espresso from, sometimes you can feel your heart rate go up. Go ahead and release. Come to the other side. Because when we do back bends, it's more stimulating for the nervous system. I don't recommend doing back bends before you go to sleep at night. It's a good thing to do in the morning or in the middle part of the day. Folding forward is like a sedative for the nervous system. Go ahead and release, let that go. All right, opportunity here for bow pose. You can reach back, grab both feet with your hands, push your feet into your hands, hands into the feet, rise up, squeeze your glutes, protect that low back. Take another breath. And when you're ready, release, let it go. Bring your hands next to your chest, bring your knees to the outer edges of your mat. Press your hips all the way back to your heels. Let your chest settle down in between the thighs for a deep hip release. Child's pose. You can make a pillow with your hands and just enjoy. Sending that self-compassion inward. Being grateful for all the amazing things the human body is capable of. When you're ready, rise on up. Your hands, let's come up onto our knees. Let's take a camel option. Hands come to the back, to the low back for support. Gazing up. And then exhale, release. On down. And swing those legs around. Go ahead and extend your legs all the way out. Back bending is over. Let's take a fold. Take a deep breath in. Fold forward. Release the low back. And just move side to side here.
With thoughtless breath.
Notice how you feel now as compared to when you started this class. Hopefully you're feeling a little more centered, a little warmer. Go ahead and slide your hands up. Let's bring our feet to the floor. Scoot your hips so that when you lay down on the mat, your whole body will be on the mat. And then when you're ready, roll down. One vertebrae at a time. Release your shoulders. Release your arms down next to your sides. Go ahead and bring your feet in a little closer. Lift your hips. Let's make our way into bridge pose. If you want to make this a more expansive back bend, you can work your shoulders underneath you and interlace your hands underneath. And really lift the heart toward the ceiling. Take another breath. Exhale, release, let it go. Good, go ahead and bring both knees into the chest. Just a little side to side. Massage out the low back. And then let's place the feet on the edges of the mat and do some windshield wiper movements. Just dropping the knees from one side over to the other. Releasing the low back. And then from here, go ahead and extend. Release your legs. All the way out into your relaxation pose. Let your eyes close if you're comfortable closing them. Let your body just settle and relax on the mat. Bring your attention to the areas where you might be clenching, just scanning the body, looking for those spots where you're holding on to too much tension. Maybe your eyes, your jaw, your shoulders, hands. So you can release some of that tension that's not serving you or supporting you right now. Relax the hips. Just let your feet roll out to the sides. Let your fingers relax, palms, feet and the toes. And just bringing your attention to the heart, back to where we started. Coming back to our compassion meditation, I want you just to imagine someone in your life that you could send some positive energy toward that might be suffering a little bit or a lot. Just send that positive energy out toward them. And then just take a couple breaths here, turning that same energy in toward yourself. Whatever you're going through, telling yourself it's going to be okay. You've got this. Like a good friend. And just take a little bit, just let the body be completely relaxed. Don't worry about thinking about anything. Your mind go wherever it wants. And from here, just taking our time, we're gonna make our way back into a side lying position. You can roll over onto either side, press off the mat, we'll rise up to take a seat. All right, that concludes our Valentine's heart-opening yoga flow class. I hope you have a wonderful long weekend ahead, and I hope to see y'all back again next week. We will not have Motivation Monday because it will be a holiday, but we will be back on Tuesday. Jewel will be teaching core stretch and flex on Tuesday. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop our recording here.